Evening, I'm Victoria Sheehan. Thanks for joining us tonight. On this day, 12 years ago, Tuscaloosa County was struck by a devastating F4 tornado. The destruction created a path 11 miles long, ranging from Taylorville and Hillcrest to Bear Creek Road and to the south side of Tuscaloosa. 144 people were injured and 11 people in the county lost their lives. Homeowner Glynis Rhodes spoke with WVUA after the storm. She says even though homes are rebuilt, the emotional effects of the tornado requires more time to heal.
I think it was 11 lives lost. Of course, you know, even one is too many, but just the emotional sense took a long time, more so than the rebuilding of the houses.
The tornado on December 16, 2000 was the deadliest for Tuscaloosa County in the month of December since 1950. Well, all across West Alabama today, people got out their umbrellas and rain jackets as rain continued consistently through the entire day into tonight. This video is coming from Tuscaloosa, but majority of the state got the downpour. Now, this rain could be bringing in some other weather changes to the area. So let's get a first check on Alabama's home team forecast. WVUA's Daniel Sparkman joins us now. Hey, Daniel. Well, if anything, we're not lacking rain tonight.
Well, you know what, that is absolutely right, because in fact today we have broken the record rainfall for this day set back in 1975. In fact, as of 6:30 tonight, we had doubled it. I'll have that latest total coming up in Maine weather, but let's take a look at the radar. So you can see showers all the way down to Perry County, also down in parts of all the way down towards Wilcox, south of Marengo County, and moving off to the south and east. We're going to continue to see that pattern over the next few hours, but there is anticipated development coming off of another system as the front moves through. There's expected to be some more redevelopment into the early morning hours, so we're going to be watching that very closely. National Weather Service still saying there's a slight chance for some severe weather early into the morning, but of course the main threat we're watching is the floods with the giant amount of rainfall that we've gotten today, nearly an inch in Tuscaloosa alone. We'll have much more coming up for you in just a little bit. Victoria?
All right, thanks, Daniel. And when we did hear about what happened on this day 12 years ago, it's extra important to be prepared. And one of the best ways you can be is by having a weather radio and programming it correctly. The National Weather Service broadcasts through all NOAA weather radios. To get your radio specifically programmed for your area, you'll need to know the right codes. For Tuscaloosa County, the code is 001125, Perry 001105, Pickens 001107. If you live in Jefferson County, it's 001073, and Bibb County is 001007. Now, for a complete look at county codes, visit nws.noaa.gov. More details are coming out now about the suspects arrested after a shooting left one man in critical condition yesterday morning. It happened at the Mapco on Highway 69 South. According to Lieutenant Kip Hart with Tuscaloosa Metro Homicide, 34-year-old DeAntoine Robertson is being charged with obstructing governmental operations, hindering prosecution, and tampering with physical evidence. 23-year-old Tariq Heron Antone is being charged with carrying a concealed weapon without a permit and possession of marijuana in the first degree. And this man, 19-year-old Justin Shakur Shepard, was arrested under a different name yesterday after he gave police his older brother's information to avoid an outstanding narcotics warrant. He is charged with possession of marijuana in the second degree, but Lieutenant Hart says more charges will be coming. A 23-year-old subject was released yesterday but may also face future charges. The victim remains in critical condition at DCH tonight. Hart says there is reason to believe self-defense played a role in this shooting. It is still under investigation. Well, once again, St. Vincent Hospital in Birmingham found itself on lockdown after several calls about another gunman on its property. According to AL.com, Birmingham police converged on the building just before noon. Police spokesman Sergeant Johnny Williams Jr. says police responded to the hospital after a report surfaced of a man with a weapon at the building. But he says they have no proof of that a second gunman was actually there today. This comes one day after Birmingham police shot and killed a gunman after he shot and injured officers and two hospital employees. Their injuries were not life-threatening. Authorities say an Alabama police officer was shot after a tribal killing and 2 County Chase is improving. The Heflin Police Department says Officer Jackie Stovall was removed from a breathing machine today and is stable. This is a photo of Stovall recovering from the police department's Facebook page. Now, Cleburne County authorities are still trying to verify the identities of 3 people shot to death Saturday in a mobile home in eastern Alabama. The man believed responsible for those slayings led officers on a chase that left Stovall severely wounded and the suspect dead about 25 miles away in Oxford after an exchange of gunfire near Interstate 20. People are encouraged to join the Facebook page Prayers for Officer Jackie Stovall to show support for the recovering officer. President Barack Obama was in Newtown, Connecticut earlier tonight to offer words of comfort and condolences on behalf of the entire country after Friday's tragic school shooting. Along with the president's words, an interfaith prayer vigil was held at a local high school there where more than 2,000 people packed in. Tori Dunnan is in Newtown with a look at the memorial.
Prayers.
The Lord is my shepherd, I shall not want.
And 26 candles for the 26 lives lost. In Newtown, Connecticut, Sunday night, more than 2,000 people gathered to grieve and to mourn. After meeting with the families of those gunned down inside Sandy Hook Elementary School, President Obama tried to offer comfort in the aftermath of an unthinkable crime.
I am very mindful that mere words cannot match the depths of your sorrow, nor can they heal your wounded hearts. I can only hope it helps for you to know that you're not alone in your grief.
Outside the high school and around Newtown, there are memorials, candles, teddy bears, and mementos left by people who traveled many miles to pay their respects.
To let everybody know we're thinking of them.
20 children, 12 girls and 8 boys, all 6 and 7 years old, were killed inside the school along with 6 adult women. Authorities say 20-year-old Adam Lanza blasted his way into the building with a high-powered assault-style rifle and fired hundreds of bullets in a rampage that claimed the lives of students, teachers, and the principal. He then killed himself. Lanza's mother, Nancy, was found dead in their home. Investigators continue to comb through both crime scenes for answers.
We're using every single resource, and our goal is to paint a complete picture so that we all know and the public knows exactly what happened here.
But this small New England town will never be the same.
Now, across the country, campaigns have begun to encourage people to wear white and green to work and school tomorrow. Those are the colors of Sandy Hook Elementary School. School security plans are now an area of concern for many parents, teachers, and law officials. Districts across the country are working toward adding extra security in their schools. Here in Tuscaloosa, the County Sheriff's Department announced they have heard parents' concerns and will be adding law enforcement presence. According to Sergeant Andy Norris with the Sheriff's Department, deputies and other resource officers will be in all Tuscaloosa County elementary schools starting tomorrow. WVUA spoke with one parent who says this added presence makes her feel safe, but there is still one thing she will make sure to do before she drops her kids off at school tomorrow.
I just think it's important for parents to, to tell their kids that they love them and give them a hug and give them a kiss, when you drop them off for school, because you don't know if that's going to be the last time, if something happens to them or something happens to you.
Olivia also says she hopes the presence of the county sheriff's office will stay in the school system.